Imagine an empire so vast that no matter the time of day, the sun was always shining on at least one of its territories. An empire that controlled oceans, dominated trade, ruled over nearly a quarter of the world's land and people. This was the British Empire, the largest empire in human history. But how does something that powerful fade away? Not with one dramatic collapse, but with slow political unraveling. The British Empire began as a small island kingdom, but through naval power, trade expansion, and colonization, it transformed into a global superpower. Its navy ruled the seas. Its merchants controlled trade routes. Its influence stretched across continents: India, Canada, Australia, large parts of Africa, the Caribbean, Hong Kong. By the early 20th century, Britain controlled nearly 25% of the Earth's land surface. Over 400 million people lived under British rule. London became the financial center of the world. The empire was wealthy, confident, unmatched, and it proudly claimed, "The sun never sets on the British Empire." Britain ruled through a mix of military strength and political strategy. It built railways, ports, and administrative systems. It introduced English law and education systems, but it also exploited resources. Raw materials flowed to British factories. Local industries were often weakened to serve British interests. In India, the empire controlled trade, taxation, and governance through the East India Company before direct crown rule. The empire expanded not just through conquest, but through economic dominance. Yet global control came at a cost. The 20th century changed everything. World War I drained Britain financially. Millions of soldiers were lost. The economy weakened. Then came World War II, even more destructive. Britain fought bravely against Adolf Hitler and Nazi Germany. But victory came at a heavy price. Cities were bombed, debt skyrocketed. The empire was financially exhausted. After 1945, Britain was no longer the world's strongest power. Two new giants emerged: the United States and the Soviet Union. The global balance of power shifted. Britain could no longer afford to control distant colonies. While Britain was fighting wars abroad, resistance was growing within its colonies. Nationalism spread across Asia and Africa. People demanded self-rule, freedom, independence. The most powerful example was India. Under the leadership of Mahatma Gandhi, millions protested peacefully. Through civil disobedience, through non-violent resistance, through mass movements. The message was clear: colonial rule must end. In 1947, India gained independence. Soon after, Pakistan was created. This was a turning point. If Britain could lose its most valuable colony, the rest would follow. And they did. Across Africa and the Caribbean, independence movements gained momentum. One by one, colonies became nations. Unlike many ancient empires, the British Empire did not collapse in a single dramatic war. It dissolved politically. Negotiations replaced battles. Flags were lowered. New national anthems were written. Between the 1950s and 1970s, most African colonies gained independence. The empire shrank rapidly. Britain shifted from ruler to partner. Instead of an empire, a new organization formed, the Commonwealth of Nations, a voluntary association of former colonies. Symbolic, diplomatic, connected by history, language, and trade. The empire ended, but its global influence remained. So why did the British Empire decline? Economic exhaustion from 2 world wars, the rise of nationalist movements, the changing global balance of power. The cost of maintaining military control across continents became too high, and the moral argument for self-determination became stronger. In the modern world, colonialism was no longer sustainable. The world had changed, and Britain had to change with it. The British Empire once ruled the world. Its ships controlled oceans. Its flag flew across continents. But even the largest empire in history could not hold power forever. The lesson is timeless. Military dominance cannot suppress self-determination indefinitely. When the cost of control exceeds the benefit, empires let go. The British Empire did not explode. It dissolved, not in chaos, but in transition. From empire to modern nation-state. And history reminds us, no empire lasts forever. But its legacy shapes the world long after it fades.